2 children! And he's just standing here watching me do it. How appropriate. I love him. He's my favorite. Hello and welcome back. I'm Caelyn Gamer, and if you're new here, I mostly do Sims content on this channel, and then once a week I try to do a long play of whatever RPG I'm working through. Right now it's Trials of Mana, but I hope to eventually get to the Zelda franchise and more of the Dragon Quest franchise. I've already done Dragon Quest XI, and I have started Dragon Quest VI. So if you're interested in those, go check those out. But here today, I am excited to announce that I made up a new Sims challenge. The Sims 4 has been around for a while, and The Sims 5 might be around the corner, and it might take several more years. And with packs coming out messy and buggy and content, let alone good content, being slow to come out unless you really like kids, I think a lot of us have been getting bored with The Sims 4 and finding new ways to play it that are interesting. And we've all done the 100 Baby Challenge and the Occult Baby Challenge and all of that good stuff. But a while ago, I had an idea for a new challenge, and I wanted to share it with y'all. The idea behind this challenge is based on the 1980s movie Overboard, starring Goldie, Hawn, and Kurt Russell, in which Kurt Russell basically, spoilers, kidnaps Goldie Hawn's character, who has amnesia, and forces her to cook and clean and raise his children, and over time, they fall in love, which is a problematic premise, but it is a lot of fun. And I kind of had this idea a while ago of how that might translate in The Sims. So I brainstormed and I sort of workshopped it for a little bit until I was ready to play it and share it with y'all. But now I'm ready to dive in, so let's go over the sort of guidelines and rules I came up with. And all of these are optional, play it however you want. This is just kind of what I had in my head while I was cooking it all up. However, the introduction and the rules will be listed in the description down below of this video and every video in the series going forward, so if you don't want to listen to me prattle on about it, you can skip to this time marker to just watch me dive into the gameplay. So, this challenge is inspired by the 1987 movie Overboard, starring Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell, in which an extremely wealthy woman throws the carpenter remodeling her walk-in closet off of her yacht when she doesn't like his work. When she too falls overboard in the middle of the night and is brought ashore with no memory of herself or her life, the carpenter exacts his revenge by claiming to be her husband and bringing her to his hovel of a house to take care of him, his home, his 4 sons, and his 2 dogs. Over the next 2 months, as she struggles to remember how to do the everyday tasks she never knew how to do in the first place, she begins to fall in love with the family she never had. And what started out as revenge for the carpenter quickly becomes the best thing that's ever happened to him. Now he just has to tell her the awful truth and hope she doesn't hate him before she remembers on her own. Challenge premise/rules. One sim must live in a small house or shack of your choosing with a family that they believe is theirs, but they actually have no relation or history with. So basically just a bunch of fresh Sims thrown together in a house that don't have any sort of pre-existing relationship from being, mother-child. The household being comprised of the main Sim with amnesia and 1 other adult Sim, the fake spouse, and at least 2 of their children. For 28 in-game days, the first Sim must take care of all the household needs outside of income: cooking, cleaning, child-rearing, etc., while trying to build positive relationships with the family they don't remember. The main Sim must have the unflirty and hates children traits. The third trait is player's choice. All aspirations and traits of the remaining household members are player's choice, and you must start off with $2,000 or less. And the goal is, by the end of the 28th in-game day, everyone is alive and present, pets have not run away, at least half of the household members are in a neutral or positive mood, this can include pets, at least 50% positive relationship with all other household members, at least 50% romance with spouse, nothing in the house is broken, there is no more than 1 of each dirtiable object in the house, plates, piles of clothes, toilet, sink, shower, all of that. You can have 1 of each, but no more. Bonuses if you feel like going the extra mile or you just get lucky. 100% relationships, the kids have good grades, grades, the couple ends up getting married, and the couple ends up having at least one baby together. No dirty items in the house instead of one of each, and you can upgrade all of the household items. Also listed down below will be a section of ideas to make it really difficult if you're really itching for a challenge. And there will also be some fun ideas of how to sort of tie it into the movie and pay homage to the original story. And without further ado, let's get into the game! So Phantom Legacy is the main series that I have been doing, and ignore all of this, I had some save recovery issues. But we're going to be playing on this one, the Overboard Challenge. So real quick, I just want to hop into CAS and check these guys out, and really show you guys like who they are and what's going on. So this is Annie Prophet, and that is her character's name in the movie. You don't have to play as the characters in the movie. I don't give a shit. Do whatever you want. But I wanted to pay a little extra homage. I feel like we're a little well past spoilers by now if you made it this far in the video, but in the movie, her real name is Joanna Staten, but Annie Prophet is the name that the carpenter, the Kurt Russell character, tells her is her name. So because she's supposed to have amnesia, that's the name that I went with. And she looks pretty similar, I think, to the character. So the Dean character is dirt poor, and he sticks her in these dresses from Goodwill that are like enormously too big for her, and he fakes all of their wedding photos and stuff. So this is like all she has to work with are these, like, lots of denim. I think I literally named the lot the denim household or something, because it's just so much denim and plaid. So I gave her the Mansion Baron aspiration because she's really rich. In the movie, she's already really rich before she loses her memory and he kidnaps her. So, like, the wanting to be rich, it could work. It's just not the one I went with. And then unflirty, hates children, and then I went with snob, but in the rules and the description, I give like a bunch of ideas that you could use. And for her likes and dislikes, I basically gave her a bunch that would make it that much harder. So she doesn't like cooking, fishing, gardening, handiness, any of the things that she would be expected to do around the house. And then this is Dean. He wants a big happy family, which is funny because she hates kids. And he's a maker because he's a carpenter, and he's a slob, and he's childish, which I don't know in game if there's actually like if Sims who hate children will also hate a adult sim who is childish, but I'm kind of hoping that's what happens. And then these are his 4 kids. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on them because like who they are isn't super important to the plot or to the challenge, but like their general vibe is like they're kind of mean, they're kind of goofy, they're going to get on her nerves, and they like all the things that she doesn't like. So this is Travis. He's the oldest. He's a preteen because I have the preteen mod. These are the twins, Charlie and Greg. And the youngest, who wasn't exactly a toddler in the movie, but I just kind of needed like a different life state. This is little Joey, and he is wild. And then you have the 2 dogs. These are as movie accurate as I could manage. They don't feature a lot. They just kind of come in and ruin stuff. Jackson and Buster. I am thinking, though, I think I might get rid of one of them. Because I want an extra slot in the house, because I am kind of going for I'm hoping that if all goes well and I do really well at the challenge, they'll end up having a baby.
What could I possibly give you ever that you don't already have?
A little girl.
That actually ties into the movie. I watched the movie just for this challenge, guys. I watched it like as a kid on cable, but I went back and watched it the other night just so I had all of my ducks in a row. I promise I'm not like a super mega fan. I've watched it recently enough that it's all still really fresh. Okay, so this has been an issue the last couple times I have loaded in. It keeps starting me off as the kid, and I want to be playing as Annie. I do think I want to go for one of the ideas to make it a little more challenging is to try and only play as this sim and not switch control to the other ones. I'm not going to care that much if it like forces my hand. I'll just switch back without playing as them, but I don't love that it's doing it to me. And if anyone wants to know any more about like the individual characters and the traits that I gave them and the dogs and stuff, I can absolutely go into that later, but right now I kind of just want to get into it. So this is the house, and I did get it off the gallery, but I did tweak it a bit. Okay, so I've got this New Moon Shack. I think it's for the werewolf pack. Yeah, so this is by Sudoku, and I left the house pretty much the same. Basically anything inside this fence is what was in the original build, but I did place it on a bigger lot. So I added the pond and some debug items and stuff, just to make it a little trashier looking. And then I added a second story. And we are in Brindleton Bay. The whole vibe of the movie is that like she's got her yacht parked like in the bay or whatever of this little podunk town on the coast that's really like foresty and wet. Other than that, I pretty much left the property alone. I think I added like a few little bits and bobs, and then I did go through and I made everything break and I made everything dirty so she'll have a lot to clean up because I really want her to be working her ass off. Yeah, just so like this small little rundown place with everything dirty and broken that she's gonna have to take care of. I'm not gonna make anyone lift a finger, but I'm also going to try not to play as anybody else. I actually debated about making these separate, and I think I might put a divider wall up, so this would be for the twins, and then this would be for the teenage boy. I kind of want the teenage boy to have his own room, because that just feels like the kindest option for everyone involved.
One eternity later.
So toddler's room, twins' room should just have enough space. Hopefully they can get past this box. And the teen's room, he should have enough room to get to his ladder and to his chair. I do think I'm going to do a quick play test to make sure that they can use it, and then I'll switch control to Annie. Yeah, no, I absolutely just cheated everything into utter chaos.
Glorious chaos.
So that should be fun. Honestly, them going to sleep might actually give me a tiny little leg up. Can he do it? Yes. Okay. And God knows what the toddler's doing. Okay, I did rosebud them. They're not quite at 2,000, but they're just under it. So I'm okay with leaving it at that because that was my bad. I wasn't adequately prepared. So he's scaring her. She doesn't like it. Oh no, they always like it, and I would hate it. I would hate that. So she's actually getting to know him, which is good for me. We're gonna have to start fixing things. So she's got to take care of all of these kids, the whole house, the dogs. Shit, I forgot to get stuff for the dogs. Okay. I should just need the bowl, right? Dogs don't use litter boxes, so. And she acquired the handiness skill. She's got a lot to repair. And this is all gonna be on her. I'm not gonna make anyone do anything else. The dog is needy. I did add the vines just because I thought they were a fun touch. That's not even remotely, like, important or applicable. I just thought it was funny. There are a few things that I'm, like, genuinely kind of worried about whether or not she is going to survive repairing. But I am excited to see how she does. Everybody hates it here. Oh, the kid's mad. Why is the kid mad? She repaired it! Great! Clear up vines. She hates it too. I love this. I love this so much. I'm evil! Chaos! It is occurring to me now that if I don't play as anyone else, I can't check anyone else's needs. But I can do toddler care. And I guess I'm just gonna have to guess what he needs. Yeah, okay. The pizza bubble implies that he's hungry, I think. I have no food to give him. Oh, okay. Well, guess we're just gonna have to go for it. We're gonna have to attempt. So I think the repairs are gonna have to be pretty high on our list. The cleaning can come later, just because we need this house to be able to function. Ew, children! Children just put some Sims on edge.
I've no use for babies.
Beautiful. Needs amusement, low fun. And he's just standing here watching me do it. How appropriate. So hopefully if we can get that done, that'll be our two biggest needs, I think. Like, we'll still... Oh, shit. Do we not even have a stove? That's a build thing. I didn't do that. So we might have to figure out a way to, like... We might have to extend the house to give her a stove or something. God, this is gonna be fucking brutal. All of the electrical stuff. And there's a puddle on the floor. Like, I'm just waiting for her to get electrocuted. Low-key kind of stressed. Oh, the one kid's cleaning for me. I'm not gonna stop him, but, like... I wouldn't have made him do it. I should also check the calendar day so I actually know when my goal for the end of the challenge is. This should be the 28th day, so can I add stuff to the calendar? A barbecue feels like something they would do. We officially have a countdown. So I obtained parts. Oh, she slammed that door. She is grumpy. I can serve onigiri and... Oh, he's just playing in the trash. Oh! Oh, that son of a bitch! I guess I can do garden salad. She's so mad. She doesn't even have a counter. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to get her a counter then. That's gonna eat into our money. Let's check this out real quick while we're here. So I did dog hangout because they had 2 dogs that were always causing havoc. Teen neighborhood because the kids are always hanging out. And a mean vibe just so like everyone's at each other's throats all the time. And then the lot challenges. Creepy crawlies, gremlins, grody, filthy, and cursed. I also played with the idea of maybe doing off the grid and simple living, but like I feel like that might be a bit too much. So we're just gonna stick with what we got. So I think our only real option is to build out this way. It's not pretty, but hopefully it'll do the job. She's gonna be tense this whole challenge. She can read books. We're gonna want the TV at some point because she's so tense and needs fun. Oh, okay. Lonely recess. So we can do this. We can interact with the kids like this too. Like we can make parenting decisions. So that should be fun. Okay, there's only one option here, but let's read it anyway. Last recess, no one wanted to play with me. I just climbed around on my own. If that happens again, what should I do? Ask the other kids if you can join in. Yeah, that's whatever. So conflict resolution increases and emotional control decreases. Okay. I feel like everyone in this house is gonna have emotional control issues. Oh, she cut herself. She acquired the cooking skill, much as she hates it. I have rotten kids, man. Rotten kids. I mostly need fun. So there's food out for everyone. They can come and get it if they want. I did my due diligence by making it. I guess let's see if we can... Every one of these I do feels riskier and riskier. Oh, this works. Okay, that's helping. Okay, so she can listen to that as much as she wants. Oh, the dog needs a bath. Well, we can't give you a bath yet. We've gotta get her fun up because she is desperate. So we're also gonna have to do like self-care throughout this whole thing to make sure that she doesn't like die. I don't think she likes him. Did you see her face when he came in the room? I do also need to build her relationships with everyone. They're all, just by like factor of like being in the house, they all have just like a little teeny tiny bit. That is the angriest bopping to music I have ever seen. Okay, he did get the kid some food, so he's gross. He is helping out a little bit. These three are having like a nice little dinner together. So yeah, they're just enjoying being a family, and she's just like, what the fuck am I doing here? I can't possibly belong here. Another thing in the movie is that he made her sleep on the couch. Because obviously they're not really married and he wasn't comfortable having her in the bed, but he had to like think of a reason that his wife would be sleeping on the couch. So he told her that she had a bad back. I don't know if it will let me make them sleep in the same bed together because they're not married, so we might take the couch. Which would be rather fitting. Oh, look at the happy couple. So he's a good kid. I like him. He's actually helping out. And then you've got the dad who's just playing in the trash. We both made food, man. Oh, she's actually she's teaching the kid. That's fantastic. Doing my work for me. Oh, he's anger baby. Anger baby. Is that a cat? A dog? Oh, it's a dog hangout. Oh, we just have dogs in oh my god. I've never actually used that lot trait before. That's really cool. That would be awful if dogs were just coming into my house and just doing whatever they wanted. This is beautiful. I love this. This is perfect. This kid is the best kid. I love him. He's my favorite. Oh, he's not doing well. This poor baby. Everyone's gonna be so miserable. Hey, it's Caelyn Gamer, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're new here, you know the drill. Click all the buttons, and I will see you next time.